I'll find valid in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky.
Hello friends, my name is Dara and welcome back. If you're new here, I do bookish videos every week, so it's mostly reading, but I am in the process of writing my first novel, so I do some writing videos occasionally. I'd like to do more, but yeah, if you're interested, subscribe and stick around. But today we're talking about the books that I read in July. I read 7 books last month. 3 of them were physical and 4 of them were digital. I want to say they were all audiobooks that I got from the library, but I'm gonna go through the physical first and then we'll talk about the digital ones that I got. These are in no particular order, by the way. The first book I finished was Watchers by Dean Koontz. I was planning on doing a really fun reading vlog with this and just didn't feel like I had the idea, and then I just decided it wasn't what I felt like doing at the moment, so I scrapped that. But I still really enjoyed reading this. If you guys don't know, this is a definitely suspense horror, and it's got like a splash of sci-fi, but not out of this world sci-fi. It is about one dog and one creature. They came from a science lab. They have incredible intelligence. One is made for destruction and the other is a golden retriever, so like made to be a smart friend, but really made for like war. They both were created for war. One was to attack enemies, like it is inbred in him to just kill, and the dog is because, like, you know, if you send a cute little fluffy golden retriever, they're gonna think it's like a stray or something, and he's gonna listen and be able to communicate back what the enemy is saying. But regardless, both animals escape, and the dog he found his new home with this man named Travis, and for the next couple of years it is basically just them hiding from the bad guy, which is named the Outsider. And I read this when I can't remember how old I was, 13, 14 maybe, but this book absolutely scared the crap out of me at that age, but I loved it. It left a lasting impression on me and I still love it. It's still a 5-star read. So if you want something scary and interesting, like with a splash of science, like not a lot, don't like get scared when you hear that, this is a really great book. And the next book I have is The Last House Guest by Megan Miranda. I got this for $5 on sale. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it. They had a sale for $5. I got this and read it within like a week. It was really interesting. I was kind of proud of myself, but this book was good. I gave it 4 stars. And it is about a girl whose friend commits suicide, and she doesn't believe that it's actually suicide. She thinks she was murdered, and it's her quest to kind of figure it out. So it is a mystery with some thriller aspects, and throughout the book it is definitely like they will make you think it's one person or it's another person, and it's an interesting book. I really enjoyed it, and I love Megan Miranda now. She is a great author. I have another book of hers I need to read soon, and it's just a great book. The next book is Big Summer by Jennifer Weiner, and this one I picked up thinking it was going to be like a light, summery, fluffy, fun, kind of contemporary read, and it is all of those things. But what I didn't expect was like this element of a mystery. She also is figuring out this mystery because she is somewhat of a suspect in her friend's murder. They're not sure if it was like murder or suicide because she was found face down in a hot tub. So they don't know. They're thinking maybe she drank too much and went unconscious and just drowned. Other people are like, well, maybe her best friend murdered her, because she later finds out she's in the will. And so she is trying to basically find out before the police do, and it is interesting. It is a little unbelievable, I think. Like, the jets are flying and I scared my dog and he jumped. Azzy, are you okay? Yeah, okay. Like a civilian being able to find out information that the police can't, maybe it's possible. I don't know. I don't think I could, but good on her. What else I like is the main character. She is a plus size, like me, and she is just so confident, and I'm a little jealous, but is that Andy? How is he gonna be home already? So the next book I read was Lilac Girls by Martha Hall Kelly, and this one is a historical fiction centered around World War II. That is one of my favorite things to read. I love World War II fiction. That is what I'm currently writing, and oh my gosh, you follow different women. Each one are in a different side. One woman actually works for the Nazis. She's a doctor. Another woman is a Jew who gets taken to an internment camp. And I think the third one is, oh, she's just a philanthropist, but she's from New York City. She wants to help, and there's like love, and obviously there's quite a bit of death. But there's a little bit of romance wrapped in there. Oh my goodness, get him! Get him! And the next two books I read were both by Robin Hobb. It was the second and third in the Farseer trilogy, and that is Fool's Errand and then Assassin's Quest. I gave Fool's Errand a 4 stars. That book was so good. I loved where the plot took us, and it left us on, I can't remember, I don't think it was a really cliffhanger, but it left me absolutely needing to start the next one, which I did. I went and downloaded it immediately and started it the next day, and that was Assassin's Quest, which is the final one in the Farseer trilogy. And I only gave that one 3 stars because, listen, I know Robin Hobb is a really amazing author. If you like fantasy, you've probably heard of her or read her stuff before, but the way she did Fitz, it really bothered me. Honestly, I'm not going to go into it too much because the second and third book, there's too much like potential to spoil it for you. But with Molly, that was a low blow. That was truly just disturbing. I actually thought about not continuing to read, but this isn't like the Cassandra Clare thing where it was like incest that actually made me feel sick. This just bothered me, but I mean, it's because someone did something pretty shady, I think. However, people do that in real life all the time, so I'm not going to write Robin Hobb off just for something a character did. I do think I'm going to continue on with her books, but I didn't like the ending like I wanted. It didn't happen the way I really wanted it to, so that's fine. I only gave it 3 stars, but. And the last book that I read in July was All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace, and this one is also a fantasy, and it is set in like a magical, completely different place. And it's following this princess who is going to become ruler of her island and like the surrounding islands, and she has this magic to kill people, and she has to use it every year or like the magic takes her over and this and that. And so then her people turn on her and think that she has overdone it. Like, yes, you have to kill, but you don't have to torture, and that's what she did. And so they throw her in jail, and then someone breaks her out of jail, and it's a enemies to lovers kind of situation. And I really loved the romance aspect of this book, and the magical element was really intriguing as well. But overall, the book was just mediocre. Like, the fighting was okay, and I honestly only really enjoyed like the romancy parts, and maybe I'm just in a romance mood, but that was my favorite part of this whole book. So I don't think I'm actually going to continue with that series, but it was good. I'm glad maybe I will, because everyone's saying the second book is better, and it was like that for A Court of Thorns and Roses. I thought about giving up after the first book, and I didn't, so maybe I'll give it a try, but it's not high on my to-read list. But yeah, so I'm pretty proud of what I've read in July. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you've read any of these, let me know. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!